Would you please tell me the type of art that you like to make?
A sculptor. I've always been a sculptor. And I've been doing this 50 years this year. Mostly alabaster and limestone. These are softer stones because my tools are very simple. Hammer and chisel and files.
Would you please tell me what got you started?
When I was growing up, I was exposed to art through my Uncle Rao, who was a wood carver. When I was around him, I would sit and watch him carve his cedar pieces and human figures. Since I was 10 years old, I watched him carve. Up until I was 16, I went to the Institute of American Indian Arts, and I took sculpting and painting. And I wasn't good at both at all, and I wasn't really interested in becoming an artist. That wasn't in my mind. I was just never interested in art when I was in high school. I love looking at other people's art. But I played sports. I loved basketball, and I went to college in Oklahoma and played basketball over there. And after that, I transferred to Arizona, Naval Community College, and then finally to the University of New Mexico. In my fourth year, after changing majors 4 times, somehow I picked up a piece of cedar and started whittling at it, and an idea evolved, and I was totally surprised. I couldn't believe what I carved, and I said, "Wow, I like this. I do have talent." And my uncle saw what I did, and he gave me some of his tools because I was headed back to during the winter months, and he gave me some cedar to carve while I was there. And instead of going to classes, I end up sitting every day carving those cedar pieces. And once I had 10 pieces, I went in there with my 10 sculptures in a suitcase, and I pulled them out, and right away she loved them. She said, "Can I buy 5 of them? And can you put 5 on consignment?" I said, "Sure." She paid me. Next morning, I packed my suitcase and headed home. The first 5 years I worked in cedar, like my uncle. He said that working with cedar developed patience. And I did a lot of wood sculptures and found some galleries and accepted my works. And as I started, moving forward, I noticed other sculptors, native sculptures like Alan Hauser, sculpting in various different colors of stone. And I wanted to do that too. And it was hard at first. These artists won't tell you where they got the stone. Oh, it's a very challenging, I think more challenging than any other art because you have to go look for the stone. And it just doesn't come from your backyard, or you just can't run into town to an art supply store, look for it, and travel long distances to look for the stone.
What's your biggest inspiration?
I guess biggest inspiration is memories of coming from a very good artistic family, a healthy family, and my surroundings where I was born.
Have anything else you would like anyone who sees this video to hear about art, your life, Taos Pueblo? What would it be?
Well, recently I started writing stories. Uh, when I was growing up, my grandfather, grandmother, and others would tell me stories around the fireplace. These young people here that are growing up to read my stories, and so they can have a feeling of what took place way back.